Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. My name is Jared. So in my first video today, I'm going to be reviewing the new movie Mother's Instinct, which is the directorial debut of the French cinematographer Benoit Delorme. I think I butchered that name, but that's okay. So this film stars Oscar-winning actresses Anne Hathaway and Jessica Chastain. It's produced by Anton, Mosaic, Freckle Pictures and Versus Production, which honestly I haven't heard of them before. So Neon picked up the distribution rights of this film in the US and Studio Canal picked up for the UK. Now I'm based in Singapore, I'm Singaporean, so this film was released in Singapore on the 14th of March and I caught it in a preview on the 12th. To date, there has been no news of the release date in the US. So Mother's Instinct is based on the 2018 French film Duels, which was also based on a novel written by Barbara Abel. So this film centers around two mothers, Celine, played by Anne Hathaway, and Alice, played by Jessica Chastain, whose sisterly bond was upset by the sudden tragedy of one of their families. My first thought after the movie ended was that, well, it's two powerhouse leading performances from Chastain and Hathaway, which of course dominated the film. But I also like the production design and score, especially for the production design. So fun fact, this film, as well as the 2018 French version, were set in the 1950s, whereas the novel is actually set in the 2010s. Now, you may say that this is some sort of cheating because basically for a period piece, it's easy to create more pleasing aesthetics and that would boost the overall quality of this movie. But really, if you ask me, apart from this crafts work as well as the acting in the movie is overall a letdown, to be honest. Especially the screenplay and directing. Now, I don't know how much adaptation was made from the novel to the French version, and as well as from the French version to this film. I never read the novel, and I probably won't. But I think, and I thought the directorial vision for this movie was too simplistic. So basically, the filmmaker Benoit Delorme, he has led an illustrious career as a French cinematographer for decades now, and he's in his early 60s, and this is his first motion picture. And I thought that he probably approached the film with the story premise, with the production design and the setting. So he shot this story with two lead characters with compelling performances, and it pretty much stops there. However, when I was watching this movie, there was one particular character, or one actor rather, who caught my attention. I'm gonna flash his face right here. So do you recognize him? Let this image stay for a few more seconds. And thus, Danielson Lee, I probably butchered that name as well. So he played Axel, Julie's husband, from the movie The Worst Person in the World, and he played Alice's husband in Mother's Instinct. And I thought his performance was pretty decent. I was surprised when I saw him on the screen. It took me a few seconds to think, hey, I find this face familiar. Where have I seen him before? And then I realized, oh, The Worst Person in the World. And I must admit, I was quite surprised by how good his English is. But to be honest, this is literally my second movie of him. So overall, I think the film depended largely on the two lead actresses' performances, as well as the generally pleasing aesthetics. But as I finished watching, I can't help but really think there really isn't much more to the film than what's mentioned. And that's quite disappointing. I really do hope that he can get much better material and projects in the future. So I'm one of those cinephiles who thinks that we should all be hopeful and wish the best for any aspiring filmmaker regardless of their age. I give Mother's Instinct 6.5 out of 10, but since I can't do that on Letterboxd, I rated it 3.5 stars out of generosity. Hey everyone, something I forgot to mention just now, which is the Oscar chances for Mother's Instinct next year. So the trailer dropped at the height of the Oscar season for the 2023-2024 season, and there has been some noise on Twitter about the chances for Anne Hathaway and Jessica Chastain next year, and we don't know if they're going lead or supporting for both, or either one of them, whichever combination. But I just want to say that after having watched the film, yes, I do think that their performances and the quality of their performances do warrant Oscar discussion. But as to whether I think they will both be nominated next year, I think it depends on the crowd that we will see by the end of this year, but I would think it takes a comparatively weaker lineup next year in order for the both of them to squeeze in, or either one of them to squeeze in, unless they split and one go for lead and one supporting. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. This is my first video, like I mentioned, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sure this video is disastrous. I'm so awkward and nervous right now. Please forgive me for that. Fun fact, I have a blog post version of this film review, so do be sure to check it out. I'll link it in the description below. So for every movie that I'm going to review for this on this channel, I will also have a blog post version where I'll talk about some different aspects of the movie that I don't really mention in this video, and vice versa. Some stuff that I mentioned in my YouTube videos for movie reviews, they will also not be mentioned in my blog post review, so be sure to check both out. So on my blog, do be sure to check it out. My blog also has some older film reviews that I did in the past. So I initially wanted to launch my YouTube channel last year or probably 2 years ago, but I couldn't for various reasons. You can also find a blog post where I explain the reasons why I'm delaying my YouTube channel launch. In the future of my blog, I will also post other forms of writing, which includes opinion pieces which I won't cover in my YouTube. And last but not least, be sure to check out my Twitter and Letterboxd. Follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd. It's the same handle, which is this. And I've also linked them in my description below. Alright, that's all. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!